How's it going, everybody? Right here today, and we are here in the Stanley Cup Finals, where it is the Edmonton Oilers against your Ottawa Senators. And before we get started today, guys, can we get this video to 10 likes? We are in the Stanley Cup Finals. And, well, it's a team that you might not expect to be in the Stanley Cup Finals. We don't really have a ton of stars, but as I've mentioned in this franchise mode before, we are a team collective and not a team of individuals. Our best player right now on the offense is, well, Filip Forsberg, but Brady Tkachuk is really the up-and-comer, the guy who I targeted at the beginning of this franchise mode to really lead this team. And while he's doing fine, it's nothing crazy what he's doing, so I'd like to see him grow a little bit more. He's centered by Tim Stützle, who has grown quite nicely in his first season in the league. And on the right wing is Puljujärvi. Dadonov was demoted. Colin White was also demoted. It's just a good, very young, exciting first line to watch. It's worked well in the sim, too. When we go in and jump in overtimes and whatnot. But Forsberg, Colin White, and Dadonov has been a really good line in the sim. Kessel, Brown, and Roslovic has been better than you might think. Kessel, -4, but that's mostly from earlier in the playoffs where he was up on the first and then the second line. I had to move him down just simply because he was killing us at even strength. He was putting in goals. He's got 13 points in 16 games, right? So on the power play, he's doing his job. But having Brown and Roslovic around him are really helping him out defensively. And then Formanton, Norris, and Chalopik there as well. On the back end, we've got Thomas Chabot and Dougie Hamilton. So Chabot is our #1 player without a doubt. Hands down, the only guy we have over a 90, and he is absolutely phenomenal. He's got 12 assists in the playoffs, which is ridiculous for a defenseman. Then Brandstrom and Manson have been a good pairing. You guys can see here the +10 for Josh Manson. Fowler and Sanheim haven't been great, but they're down there on the bottom pairing doing their thing anyway. They're fine. They're not doing so horribly that I'm concerned. And then in goal, we've got John Gibson with a really good Philip Gustafsson as the backup. How many more years do we have Gustafsson for? Just one? Uh-oh, he's probably going to ask for a lot of money, but that's okay. We don't need to worry about anything but this season. Our opponents are, I believe, Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers. I'm hoping they still have Connor McDavid. I don't know what they would have done with Connor McDavid, but I assume he's still there. Yeah, there he is. Number 98 overall, number 97. Wow, it's not very often you want your player to have an overall right about his number, but there you go. Leon Draisaitl there and Kyler Yamamoto are making for what I assume to be a very poor defensive but good offensive line. So this could be good for us. And they got Dustin Brown with Nugent Hopkins and Radulov. That is garbage. I mean, Nugent Hopkins not bad and Radulov is fine, but Dustin Brown on that second line, gross. And then Tyler Benson, Gaudette, and Cassian is, I guess, fine, right? So it's their second line. Their wingers are just bad on that second line. And then they've got Maximov, Thornton, and Abramov. So it's a decent bottom six. It'll do the job. But Dustin Brown on the second line, I bet Filip Forsberg could abuse Dustin Brown. On the back end, they really don't have a ton of quality options either. They've got Darnell Nurse and Tyson Barrie. Hampus Lindholm and Evan Bouchard, and then Ethan Bear and Oscar Klefbom. So it's a very solid, depth-wise, but they don't really have any star first-pairing defensemen, whereas we have a top 2 defenseman. They've got a top 4, and then top 4 and a 6th. So very balanced, but not very top-heavy. And then in goal, they've got Devin Dubnyk and Stuart Skinner. So Devin Dubnyk is the guy for them who's had a very, very poor time here, but he's still got 12 wins in 17 games, so he's only lost 5 games despite having under a 900 save percentage and above a 3.22 goal against average. So we shall see if their offense can come and hang with us here in Ottawa. But boys, let's get into game number 1 up against the Edmonton Oilers. Before we get that started, I was going to check something. I don't know what I was going to check. Maybe our stats. I forgot. Anyway, let's go ahead, jump into the game here, guys. Jumping into the first period of game number 1. It is underway, the Stanley Cup Finals between 2 Canadian teams, which hasn't happened in, I don't know how long. If you guys know in the comments, but Phil Kessel on the power play is going to get us an early one before I can even sim the first period. He's going to get us off to a flyer. Let's go. First period, that's the only goal of the period, but it came just 44 seconds into the Stanley Cup Finals. Phil Kessel is going to get Ottawa a 1-0 lead. After 2 periods, though, it is Connor McDavid, and well, yeah, that guy's going to do that. I know they score a lot of goals on that first line, but they are prone to give up some. And speaking of giving up some, Colin White gets one for us, gets us the lead, but Kyler Yamamoto strikes right back. Edmonton trading power plays right now. 10 minutes gone in the third period, 2-2. That first line again gets another goal. and that's pretty unfortunate. But with 3 minutes to go, any goal here would certainly change the story. It's overtime. Game number 1. I don't care. We're jumping into it, boys. We got to watch this overtime period. Here we go, boys. Puck drop here on home ice. The Go Sens go in the background. Stützle against McDavid, and McDavid is going to win it. God, I'm really nervous to watch McDavid in the live sim here, the live comm. McDavid around the outside. Oh, there he goes, doing some McDavid stuff. But Puljujarvi's big body tries to knock him off the puck, but he can't. Shabbat gets back there with two Edmonton Oilers down there. Draisaitl comes away with it. Nurse, yeah, I keep mentioning McDavid. Oh, it's a good save, but it looked scarier than I think it should have been. I was gonna say, I keep sleeping on Draisaitl. I keep highlighting Connor McDavid, right? But here he is, Draisaitl with the backhand. Oh, it's gonna stay loose, and we are gonna break the puck up and out of the zone. Puljujarvi tries to dangle, gets nudged off the puck, I believe. I'm not sure who that is, but that might have been Darnell Nurse. Shabbat, though, gets it up to Stützle, who's gonna find Puljujarvi, using the long reach, getting in. Tyson Barrie, though, gets board played by him. Good battle going along the boards there. Thomas Shabbat, the captain, gets there. We find the corner. Goes back to the point. We're going to try and find the slot. Can't. Shabbat with the slap shot. Unable to get it past Devin Dubnyk. Oh, God, that's so weird to say Devin Dubnyk is a Edmonton Oiler. And as I struggle with the goaltender, what matters is Edmonton is going on the power play, and Thomas Shabbat, our best player, is going into the box. Now they've got Joe Thornton centering Kyler Yamamoto and Gaudette against Roslovic and Norris for us. And Jumbo Joe is going to win the face-off, and they're going to go for the classic AI one-timer play off the face-off. And they're going to rifle that thing past John Gibson. Can't blame Gibson for that one. We are going to lose the first game of the Stanley Cup Finals on home ice, 3-2 in overtime. After a disappointing overtime loss where their first line and then the power play by Shabbat took the 2-minute minor for tripping, that's just kind of hurts. That one, it doesn't feel like we deserved to lose that game. I felt we were the better team. They just had the better first line, and that's something I'm actually considering right now, is making the adjustment and moving Forsberg up there, the two-way forward, and moving Brady Tkachuk down to the second line. Forsberg hopefully will be a little bit more defensive for us, or maybe we'll just be able to match the firepower. But Forsberg is the leading scorer on the team, so we are going to make that change. I'm going to make the change early. I'm not going to wait and feel it out. We're in the Stanley Cup Finals, guys. I got to make changes. I got to be proactive. Anyway, we got another chance on home ice here. First period sees a 2-2 game. Nugent Hopkins on the power play and Benson, but then Puljujarvi on the power play and Brandstrom. Okay, so unlikely sources of goals in Brandstrom and Benstrom, and then 2 power play goals from 2 of the top players on both teams, Nugent Hopkins and Puljujarvi. It is 2-2 after 1, even all the way across the board, including shots. Second period sees Maximov and then Connor McDavid score, and now the Edmonton Oilers have a 4-2 lead going into the third period, and that's going to be a 5-2 lead as Radulov gets them the fifth. Edmonton up 5-2, but Formanton is going to pull us back to within 2. It's not over yet. Can we get a quick one here in this middle third of the period with 7:48 to go? We get a power play. Can we capitalize on it? We don't capitalize on the power play, but we score. Puljujarvi with back-to-back goals. It is 5-5. It's 6-5. We have stormed back, and within 1 minute, we have gone from being down 5-3 to winning 6-5. 3 goals in the span of a minute. 4 seconds between Stützle and Puljujarvi, and the comeback is complete. We are tied in the series and have won the game 6-5. And looking at the plus minuses, who was bad? It was Brown, Roslovic, Hamilton. Okay. It was kind of spread out. It wasn't really too crazy anywhere. But just straight up crazy was the fact that we came back within a minute. With 5.5 minutes to go, we were down by 2. We came back, scored 3 within the next minute, and won the game. And now we got to think that we got some momentum. We finally broken through. We were able to outscore them. Let's get it going here in game number 3. First period, down 2-0. Can we make coming back not a habit? Can we just win the game? McDavid scores again. The dude is just ridiculous. Zach Cassian scores as well. Second period sees Edmonton with another 2-goal advantage in the third period. Can we mount another comeback? Stützle gets one early, makes it a reality. 2-1 deficit. It is possible. On the power play now. Nobody scores halfway through the period, though we've done our job. Scored 1, didn't do our job defensively. Tyson Barrie is going to score for Edmonton, but Brady Tkachuk gets one back. We're in with a shout. 2 minutes. Is there a late hero? 21 seconds. There is no late hero in this one. We are down 2-1 in the Stanley Cup Finals. Puljujarvi, Stützle, Fowler. They're the unfortunate culprits there. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to move the second line up to the first line. That is it's a two-way sniper line. So it should be a very, very good defensive line. And then Tkachuk, Stützle, and Puljujarvi can then go tee off on their second line. Now, I'm not going to play the games and coach the entire thing, but that's at least my thought process, is the second line will be playing out there against their much weaker second line. So our former first line will be up against their second line. So after 2 1-goal losses, 2 3-2 losses, can we bounce back and make it 2-2? Can we make it a best-of-3 series? Let's find out. First period, it's 1-1. Sanheim scores and Draisaitl scores. So that first line is still clicking for Edmonton. And that's the one thing I hate when I face the Edmonton Oilers, is you just can't stop Draisaitl and McDavid. And I don't exactly have the stars to keep up with them either, but we are doing well right now. All games have been decided by 1 goal. It's not like we're being completely outmatched here. It has been a close series. Second period sees Dougie Hamilton get us up 2-1. And now I don't know if we're going to be able to close the door. I think we still need more goals. We're probably going to need 2 more goals to make me feel comfortable. A power play, shorthanded goal for Connor McDavid. And there it is, guys. That's what I'm talking about. You just can't count out Connor McDavid. Another power play opportunity for us where we can't capitalize. 4 minutes to go in the third period here. 2 minutes left. 1 minute. No late game heroics. It is a 2-2 overtime game again. A shorthanded goal from Connor McDavid and a regular even strength goal for Leon Draisaitl were the goals for the Edmonton Oilers. Their first line is unreal. Let's jump into the simulation here, guys, of a really crucial overtime period for us. We need to avoid going down 3-1 in the series. Puck drop here in Edmonton for the second time we've been watching this series. Game 1 went to overtime and we lost. Can we steal one on home ice in overtime like they stole one from us on our home ice? Barry is going to pick up that loose puck after Dadonov gets body checked. McDavid up to Draisaitl, gets stood up at the line by Dougie Hamilton, and McDavid comes in, flying in to pick up that loose puck. He's going to sauce it around to Yamamoto. Draisaitl curling around with it, gets it knocked off of him, and now we don't quite have the speed for a break, as Barry is quite quick and Colin White is not, but Colin White's more physical. Oh, and Dadonov got nudged off the puck and couldn't keep his stick on the ice. Dude, I don't know what happened, but just couldn't keep his stick on the ice. Draisaitl tries to toe drag. Hamilton's going to get there. Dadonov now with the puck, skates it into the zone, gets around Nurse. He's going to stop, keeps it. Colin White finds from the bench, getting wrecked. I don't know who that was. Brandstrom, maybe? Yeah, that looks like Brandstrom, but he is popped back up. White now with the good back check, but gives it away to Brown. Dustin Brown finds Bouchard. Radulov back to Brown. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Tries to get a little fancy there. Maybe should have just shot the puck. Unable to do anything with it. The puck is now at center ice, though. Bouchard tied up with Puljujarvi. Puljujarvi tries to dump that thing in, loses control of it, and fans on the dump attempt. And they get around Manson easily into the slot. Tkachuk blocks that one-time attempt from Nugent Hopkins. He tries to dump it deep. Tkachuk's there. Puljujarvi's on the puck. We get it into the zone. That's one thing I've noticed. We have not had a lot of offensive zone opportunities. And Tkachuk with the dangle. Couldn't get it to go. Stützle to Fowler. Fowler goes low, actually. Puljujarvi tries to step around one. Does get the puck down in the corner. Goes back to the point. It's into Tkachuk. Backdoor tap for Stützle. Can't quite go. But this is what I mean. This second line is bodying the second line of the Edmonton Oilers, guys. It's exactly what I expected. The first line just needs to hold on against Edmonton's first line. I'm not expecting them to go toe-to-toe scoring-wise. I'm expecting them to play good enough defense that the rest of our team, which I think we've got 3 lines that are better than Edmonton. Like, without a doubt. I would say we have 3 lines better than Edmonton. Unfortunately, that first line is just so good. They don't really need, 9 other forwards. They need 3 forwards, and the rest can just be, AHLers. And they'll still make it to the Stanley Cup Finals, and put on a good show like they are now, but we're in deep. This is what I'm talking about, the one-timer! Oh, the Logan Brown one-timer. Couldn't get it to go. We have an offensive zone draw here, though. Third line on fourth line. That's good for us. Hopefully the Roslovic line with Phil Kessel out there can get something done, but Joe Thornton is going to win that face-off. Was that, oh my god, I thought that was Patrick Marleau, but I assume he's retired at this point. They have a 3-on-2. Abramov getting in. Goes to the slot. Oh my god, he had the shot there. Clefbaum passed up on the shot. We are not covering Clefbaum whatsoever. We are letting him just do whatever he wants at the point. And, well, just might have worked. Phil Kessel with a good defensive effort. Tries to get into the zone. Can't quite get it in deep. And they are now going to look to break the puck out. Abramov. Bear. And now they're going to get it up to Jumbo Joe Thornton. Leon Draisaitl. Here comes that first line of the Edmonton Oilers. And it will be going up against our fourth line. Clefbaum to Bear. The shot blocked. Bear. The shot again. Gibson is going to play the puck. Formanton now is going to circle around with it. The forecheck, I believe, from Leon Draisaitl is tight, but he does pull away. We get in with Norris. Norris gets around his man with Bear into the slot. The shot, but Yamamoto now to Draisaitl, and now comes Connor McDavid. It's a 3-on-2, 4-on-2 potentially. Yamamoto is going to dump it in, and that's going to go offsides. With just a few minutes left in overtime, things are looking tense. I'm not liking this first line of the McDavid line against our fourth line, so I'm going to try and get the first forward line out there real quick. We can win the faceoff. That's beautiful. Get off the ice now, guys. There we go. Oh, we get in. Oh, we got a 2-on-1. Ah, can't get it through, though. Leon Draisaitl is going to get it up, and a huge body check on Kyler Yamamoto by Manson. Leaves him on the ice. Stopped. Into the middle. The one-timer can't go. Yamamoto, though, trying to break it out. A bad pass by him. Maybe a little dizzy still from that hit. Nugent Hopkins breaks it into the zone. He's circling around the outside. Can't get anything done there. Manson gets board played, though. That puck is going to be battled for in the corner. Tolopic gets down there, but Nugent Hopkins comes out way with it. Finds Nurse at the point. Norris is going to get it. Norris, I kind of wanted you off the ice a little bit ago. And they're going to get a shot in the slot, but Gibson makes the save. We're going to get our first line back out there for sure, without a doubt. And with 1:39 left, it is our first line with relatively good stamina left against their second line. And I'm still, I'd love any of our lines against their second line. But especially this one with Philip Forsberg, who's been playing so well. Speaking of Philip Forsberg, there he's in. He can't get it past him. He tries the low shot. Colin White's slowly going in there. That was weird. I don't know what skating that was about. Anyway, the puck is down low. Colin White now. Barry picks it up, gets it out. Nugent Hopkins now. He's got a step. He tries to between the legs, slows himself down, but he still gets it through. And a good save there from John Gibson. Dadonov is going to get that puck out. We're going to go to the second line now if we can. Colin White just is in the way. Oh, and a bad time to line change. It's a 3-on-2. Brown into the middle. Oh, the rebound was there, but a good pickup. I don't know who that was exactly, but we are going to get it in. Stützle can't get it through. They are playing some very stingy defense. We have not had a lot of offense here, but this is the line to do it. Puljujarvi gets in. Puljujarvi with the dangle. Oh, what a move. And then he tried to go on the backhand shot, which is awfully bold from where he was on the ice. But Edmonton now breaking forward. They're going to get it into Cassian, to Gaudette. Misses the net. Benson now down low. We are going to pick that one up. Going around the net. Stützle, does he have the speed? No, he's going to stop. What's he going to do with it? He's not going to do anything with it. He should have just dumped it in when he realized he didn't have the step. And speaking of dumped it in, that was a late dump there from the Edmonton Oilers. Gaudette is going to get knocked off the puck by Phil Kessel. A good back check by Phil. Actually playing some defense. Brady Tkachuk now finds Dougie Hamilton. I got to remember who some of these numbers are. These are not players I'm used to seeing. Shabbat up to Brady Tkachuk. Brady Tkachuk tries to find Phil Kessel, can't get it there. Benson picks it up and is going to circle away with it. And that's the end of the first overtime period. So in a crucial game, overtime has been a stalemate. Just not a lot of shots for either team. Both teams playing very cagey. You got to hope that we get one early here. We have our third line out there against their first line. Why is our oh my God, Phil Kessel's out there. The third line is out there. Draisaitl up to McDavid. McDavid gets it poked off him. Roslovic is going to go board play him. Slow him down. That's right, boys. Roslovic, does he have a step? He does. He's in. He shoots. Wow, that wasn't even close to the net. They're going to get it. Phil Kessel. Oh my God, this line is actually... Oh, a good toe drag. Phil Kessel. Wow. Is going to go with the backhand shot. What a move that was from the point. Who was that at the point? Was that Dougie Hamilton with the move at the point? I think that was an awfully nice move there. Finding Phil Kessel then too. Draisaitl going to circle around the backhand. And Yamamoto's going to put in the rebound. It is a 3-1 series lead for the Edmonton Oilers, and that puts us in serious trouble. So, guys, we're going to need to make some line changes without a doubt. John Gibson's upset because of individual performance. I would agree with that. Can Brady Tkachuk play up here with that? Tkachuk can play left wing. Forsberg can play right wing. There we go. Dadonov will play there like that. There we go. Do we want Brown up over... Is Stützle the problem? I don't feel like Stützle's the problem. White, Tkachuk, Forsberg, Puljujarvi. I just don't know. It's not the third line's fault. Dadonov, maybe Phil Kessel on that second line to try and get us some more goal scoring. We could also move Stützle up. I'm just messing around with everything at this point. Norris, Chalopik, no, none of those guys. Is it this middle pairing? Or is it, no, maybe it's them? We'll move Brandstrom down a line. I know he's still got medium elite potential, but I don't really care about that right now. We're sticking with Gibson. It's not even crossing my mind to switch goaltenders. And 2 overtime losses, 3-3-2 losses. It's not looking good for us. We got to win out, basically. We got to win the next 3, and that's our only hope of winning the Stanley Cup. But hopefully we can get going early here in the first period. 2 goals. Philip Forsberg and Josh Manson scoring for us. Second period. And they equalize with Cassian and McDavid again, but Phil Kessel up to the second line is going to get some goals. And you know what? Right now, it's not about defense. It's about scoring. Edmonton is just going to score, and they don't even care about playing defense. I mean, Darnell Nurse makes it a 3-3 game, and we had the lead. We can't hold on. It's 3-3 with 8 minutes to go. A late goal surely decides what can happen. Dadonov is going to score. It's 4-3, 2.5 to go, 1 minute. And no late game heroics. Dougie Hamilton gets the empty netter. And it is 5-3 victory for your Ottawa Senators as we stave off elimination in the Stanley Cup Finals for one more game. And a good performance all around. 5-3 win. That's good enough for me. Let's go ahead, boys. We're back in Edmonton. Get into game number 6. First period here. Looking like a 1-0 lead thanks to Phil the Thrill Kessel. This series is about offense, like I said. Giving him the extra ice time is helping us out quite a bit. Second period, it's 4-1 now. Brown, Stützle, and then McDavid's gonna get his. But you know what? If we can put up enough goals, it doesn't really matter. Stützle, that second line has come to life with Phil Kessel and Stützle. Logan Brown on the third line, and Connor McDavid, well, you guys know where he's playing on the Edmonton Oilers. Evgeny Dadonov, I think he's on the third line. Puljujarvi, I believe, who's on the first line. It's a 6-1 lead for your Ottawa Senators. And it's looking like we're going to go to a 7th game unless Edmonton has an absolutely miraculous comeback here with just 7.5 to go. I really don't foresee it coming. 6-1 to your Ottawa Senators. Let's go ahead, end this one. 6-1, love it. 3-3 in the series, and now it's down to 1 more game. Ladies and gentlemen, Phil Kessel's happy because of his recent individual performance. Let's go ahead. Game 7. Everything on the line here. Stanley Cup is in the building. It's here in Ottawa. Let's go ahead. See what's going to happen. First period. We get an early 2-0 lead as Josh Norris scores and Cam Fowler, who was moved up for Brandstrom, scores. It's 2-0 to your Ottawa Senators. After 2, it's 2-2. All those shots are heavily in our favor. And you know what? That first line has not gotten theirs yet for Edmonton, so we are going to need plenty of goals here in this third period to really get over the hump. 1 period to settle the Stanley Cup. Third period puck drop underway. Let's get it rolling. First 5 minutes are silent. Gaudette scores his 2nd of the game, and now we're in trouble. 10 minutes to go. We get a power play opportunity. Can we equalize? We cannot equalize on the power play. And with 5 minutes to go, 4 minutes, Kyler Yamamoto's going to get a 2-goal lead for Edmonton. But Logan Brown is going to score, but Draisaitl scores the empty netter. And I thought for a second we had done it again. But Edmonton in Game 7 is going to win 5-3. In Ottawa, you have been eliminated from the Stanley Cup Finals. Brandstrom, Stützle, Puljujarvi, Hamilton, not their best showing in Game 7 when it counts. But there we go, guys. That's the end of that one. Unfortunately, we're going to come up just a few goals short of lifting the Stanley Cup. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And I will see you guys in the next one.